today in this video, I'll show you how to optimize and compress images on your WordPress website. There are many benefits of optimizing and compressing images on a website. First of all, it will boost the performance of the website. It will also reduce the page load time, which will ultimately improve the SEO score, because page speed is a very important factor in SEO. It would also improve the user experience on your website. Now, if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. If you have already done that, click on that bell icon so that you don't miss any future videos. If you like this video, give a thumbs up. If you have any doubt, any questions, any queries whatsoever, you can leave them in the comment section below. Now, let's get into it. Alright guys, so first of all, come to your dashboard, your WordPress dashboard. Now, there are many different plugins that we can use to achieve this image optimization and compression. But I'm going to use two plugins in this video. First of all, the first video is Smash and the second video is EWW Image Optimizer. And there's a reason why I'm using these two plugins, and I'll explain you this in this video. Okay. So first of all, from the left hand side, you will see this option plugins. Hover that and click on add new. Now first, let me install this Smash plugin, because that is very easy to set up. There's not a lot of options available. Everything is preset, so you can simply select this plugin Smash Image Compression and Optimization. It has got more than 1 million active installs, which is great. So select this, install and activate this plugin. Alright guys, so once you do that, you'll see an option which looks something like this. So you can skip this thing because we have the same options available over here at the bottom. So what we can do is, there are three different options. There are actually only three options available over here, because as I said to you earlier, everything is preset, which is awesome. You don't have to do a lot of settings over here. Everything is preset over here. So first option is automatic smash. Now, what are the different image formats that you want to automatically smash? So first of all, I'll explain you about these image formats in a moment. So whenever you upload an image on your WordPress website, what happens is, there are many different versions of that particular image that get created. For example, thumbnail, which is 150 by 150 pixels, medium 300 by 300, all these different versions that are created whenever you upload a single image on your website. Because one image is small, the same image is used in thumbnail, the other image is used in somewhere else. So that is basically what happens. Now the second option is to delete the metadata. So whenever you upload an image or click any image, there are many different metadata that is available on the image that is not very useful. For example, the color codes and the location, and there are many different things that are stored with the image. So what we want to do is we want to delete those things. Now the last option is image resizing. Now suppose here there are many different images that you want to upload on your website, and those are some really large images, like 10,000 pixels into 10,000 pixels. So that is a crazy large image. So what you can do is you can set a maximum height and width for the image. So whenever you upload an image and that is a big one, so they will be converted or resized to this thing. Okay, so that is basically it does. Okay, so you can do all these three settings and click on update setting. Now that is only what you have to do. After that, it will say that you have 47 images that need smashing or compressing. So whenever I say smashing, you should know that I'm talking about compressing. Okay, so simply click on this bulk bulk smash images, and it will smash or compress all the images that are present on your website. Now obviously this will take some time, maybe a minute or two, or sometimes if you have a lot of images on your website, it might take more, like 5 to 10 minutes. So I'll pause, or maybe I'll fast forward this section. Okay guys, so as you can see over here, all the images are successfully smashed or optimized. Now what you can do, you can go to GT metrics and you can enter the website name from here, and you can see the page speed and all those things. So I was getting this result before optimizing these images. Now let's do one thing. Let me open this in a new tab. Okay, let me copy the same URL over here. Let me retest this website. So earlier the page speed was 89%, the YSlow score was 77%, and all those images. And if you see the recommendation, they were recommending me to optimize the images. so which we have done. So we should see some improvement in the performance of our website. Now if you see, we are testing the same site. This is test.nailshake.com. Here also this is test.nailshake.com. Okay, now if you see over here, the performance is really improved. Now the page speed is 95% and that recommendation is gone. Okay, now if you see, where is that gone? What is this? This was optimize images. Now if you search for optimize images, let's search. Here it is. Now as you can see, it is a 99%, so which is good. So you can see the performance is really improved. Now there are few more benefits of using Smash. First of all, the main benefit is that you can do that bulk Smash. The second benefit is that you don't have many settings to do. It's just 1 or 2 settings and you're all done. And the third thing is, whenever you upload the image, it will automatically smash the images. Not only a single image, but all the versions that are created. Now let me show you this thing. When you click on media over here and you open any image, for example, let's open this one. Now if you see over here at the bottom, it says smash and it says 6 images reduced by 60 KB. Okay, so you have saved around 60 KB over here. When you click on view stats, you will see that there are 6 different versions of this same image and all those things are optimized. Okay, so that is a great thing. Alright guys, now the next plugin that I want to cover is eWWW Image Optimizer. Now that is also a great plugin that has a lot of options and it will further improve the performance of your website. Now you can use both the plugins at the same time, or if you want, you can use just one plugin. Okay, that both the options are fine. So simply hover plugins and click on add new. Now search for eWWW. You'll see this option, eWWW Image Optimizer. Install and activate that plugin. Once done, you will see under settings, you will have this option, eWWW Image Optimizer. Now if you see over here, optimization status is at 20% for compression. So it will improve your website by 20% at the current settings, but I'll show you how you can improve that. Resize is also 20 seconds. Now let me do one thing. The first option is that we need to enter an API key. Once we do that, we'll get 500 free images credit, which means that we can optimize 500 images for free. Now most of the plugins that do this image optimization and compression are pro plugins. Even Smash, this eWWW Short Pixels, there are many different plugins that do the work. All are pro plugins, and what we are using is a free version of that plugin. Now the first thing was Smash. Smash Pro version is quite expensive, but I think the free version does the work. You cannot smash or compress the full size of the image, but most of the things can be done using that plugin. Now the second plugin, this one, eWWW. Now both the free and the pro versions are amazing, and the great thing about this is that the pro version doesn't cost much. Alright guys, so as you can see, there are 3 different plans and it will cost you around just $0.03 per image. So that is a very nice feature. Now as you can see over here, if you want to smash 3000 images, it will cost you only $9. So that is really great. If you want to smash 100 images, it will just cost you $1. So I think that is really amazing, very cheap service, and they have great service over here. So you can purchase the pro plan as well. So you can simply click on that link which is given in the video description below, or you can type in blogtool.com/eWWW. It's all up to you. Now let's see all the settings. First of all, we need to enter the API key. You'll see at the top, you have one notice, allow eWWW Image Optimizer to track plugin usage, and it will have your email address over here. Simply click on allow. Now once you do that, it will send an API key to your website. First of all, let's dismiss all these other notices. Now let's go to gmail.com or whatever email service provider you're using. Now go to update, and you will see this option, free API credits awarded. Okay, and you'll have your API key over here. Simply copy this from here, come and paste this thing over here and click on save changes. Alright guys, now as you can see, this has increased to 85%. Now let's improve these settings. First of all, we have entered the API key. The second setting is debugging. So what if you enable this thing, if there is some error with this plugin, it will display over here. So that is basically debugging. We don't want to enable that. That is not really important. The second option is remove metadata. I have explained you this earlier. So metadata, because there are few options, there are few things that are already present on an image. For example, the EXIF, the comments, the color profiles, the locations, and so on. So we want to remove that because that is not really important. Now, after that, we have JPEG optimization level. So you have to select this one, lossy compression. Okay, or you can select maximum lossy compression. Both are good. For PNG, also you have to select this one, maximum lossy compression. After that, we have GIF optimization. For this, select lossless. And for PDF, because this will also optimize PDFs, so you can select lossy compression and click on save changes. Alright, now as you can see, this has gone to 100%, which is great. Now after that, we have exact DN. This is basically CDN. Now this will also convert this WP WebP conversion, that is WebP. This is a file format, so it will convert that. It will do all this minification, compression. So basically it will do this CDN work for you. Okay, so if you use this, you don't have to purchase a CDN, I guess. So you can enable this, and obviously to use this thing, first you need to have this plan. Okay, this specific plan, monthly exact DN plan. Okay, so if you use this plan, you will see really tremendous improvement in your website. Okay, so it will do all this premium compression and all those things, which is really great. So if you want to use that, you have to purchase this plan, monthly exact DN plan. But if you don't want to use that, it's all right. It is not like a big deal. I think if you're creating a website, like, let me show you this one, like Flipkart or Amazon, when you open those websites, they open really fast. For example, as you can see, this website, it has opened within a second. And if you see, there are thousands of images only on the home page. So in spite of having all these images, still it opens so fast. So that is basically because of features like these, okay, that will improve the performance of your website. So if your website is using a lot of images, you can go with this. You can purchase this plan. It will really help you. Otherwise, you don't need this. Okay, if your website is not using a lot of images, you're all right with the basic settings. Okay, then we have advanced settings. So JPEG quality level. So whenever the image is compressed, what quality level do you want? So by default, it is set to 82%, and I don't recommend you to change this thing. I think 82 is a good number, so just leave this thing. After that, we have parallel optimization. So I have explained you this earlier, that whenever you upload an image, WordPress will automatically create different versions of that particular image. So whether you want to compress all those versions at the same time when the image is getting uploaded. So yes, so just tick mark this one. Okay. After that, we have schedule optimization. So if you enable this thing, every single hour, it will search and scan your media file and see whether all the images are optimized. If an image is optimized, it will skip it. If an image is not optimized, it will optimize it. But I don't recommend this thing. You can leave this thing because we are already optimizing the images when we upload them. Okay, so I don't think this is required, so you can leave this thing. So simply click on save changes, because all the other settings are not very important, so you can simply click on save changes. Then after that, we have the resize option. You can click on over here. Now there is a very important feature over here which says resize detection. You can highlight this, you can tick mark this. Now it will highlight all the images that need to be resized and scaled, because what happens is sometimes you're using a very big image and you don't have to use that image. Okay, the browser or your website will automatically show that image in a small size, the size that it should be, but you have uploaded a very big size which is not required. Now whatever image that you have like that on your website, it will highlight those images. If you don't understand that, don't worry, simply tick mark over here, click on save changes, and let me explain you that. Alright, now let's open our website in a new tab. Let's see how it looks. Now if you see over here, your logo, it is highlighted. We see this awkward border besides this logo, and don't worry, if you tick mark that highlight thing, It's not that everyone can see this. This highlight only the admin can see it. If a normal visitor visits your website, they won't be able to see this highlight. So basically what is happening is we want only this size. If you hover this, it says forced to wrong size, which is 150 into 50, and the natural size is 600 into 200. So if you open this image in a new tab, you will see that this is quite a big image, and we don't want this much big image. We want just a small one. So, you'll see this error over here, serve scaled images. Okay, whenever you want to improve the performance of your website, you have to serve the scale images. Don't serve images like this and after that the browser or your website will have to scale them. Okay, so what we can do, we can fix this thing from our dashboard. It's really easy. You can simply click on media from here, and you can search that image which is highlighted. So for me, this logo is highlighted. Now as you can see, the size is 600 into 200. Now you can click on this image at the bottom, edit image, and let's resize this. So we need 150 by 50, which is over here. So simply select this and click on scale. Now as you can see, the image is reduced, and we can simply cut this thing. Now let's go back to our website. Let's refresh it. Alright guys, now as you can see, that border is gone, that highlight is gone, and we are not getting that error anymore. Now we can come back to the website and let's again go to that setting. Let's again click on resize, and now I hope you have understood that. After that, we have resize media images. So if you have very large images, again I'm explaining you this. I have explained you this earlier when we were talking about Smush, but let me explain you this. Suppose if you are uploading an image which is 10,000 pixels into 10,000 pixels, so you don't need to upload those big images because most of the screen size are not that big to see the complete image. So it will be scaled. Okay, when that image is viewed on your website, it will be scaled. So we don't want that. So what we want to set some maximum height and maximum width, which you can set something like 1000 or 1200 pixels. So that image will be resized automatically to this size, which is, I guess, very important. Now, whether you want to resize existing images, yes, we want to do that. And make sure you don't tick anything over here, because this will disable optimization, which we don't want. Now, simply click on Save Changes. Alright, so after that, we have the Convert option, and this is not very important. Now in this option, basically you can convert your JPEG file to PNG, PNG to JPEG, GIF to PNG, all those conversions. So I don't recommend doing that. It is not really important. So you can leave this thing, and these two options are also not very important. So you can leave these things. Okay. So with this, our image optimization and compression tutorial is complete. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you follow the same steps, and especially if your website is having a lot of images, if you have an e-commerce website, photography website, you'll see a heck lot of improvement on your website.